Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Nutrena Ride the Pattern. So the first one that we're going to go over is the level 3, 14 to 18 prelims and the level 2 finals. So Matt's going to show us the pattern. We're going to start with the extended walk. So you're going to come through the gate at an extended walk. And as you get closer to the logs, you'll slow to a regular walk. And when I say slow to a regular walk, it's still a forward walk, 4-beat walk. After the logs, you're going to pick up the trot straight down through the middle, and then you're going to pick up your right lead, and you're going to arc around the corner. So we would like for you to pick up the lead before you arc around the corner, come across the diagonal. And about 3/4 of the way, you're going to go into your extended trot. Come around the corner at your extended trot. In the pattern, it says you may slow down to a regular trot, or if you can produce the left lead out of the extended trot, that's a higher risk, higher degree of difficulty. That's why the pattern says may. You're going to change leads at the 3/4 point. Pick up your extended lope before you go around the corner. You're going to come around the corner, and approximately halfway down, you're going to break. You may slow down, and I say may, so if you can do it at a higher risk and a higher degree of difficulty, that's good. Down to an extended walk forward, and then we'll stop and back. And you may turn either direction, a 360, whichever way suits you and your horse. Matt chose to the right, complete one, and then go to the left. Okay, let's run that pattern again. Okay, again, we're going to come in at an extended walk, walking with a 4-beat forward motion, like you're going out through the ranch. And then you're just going to slow down just a hair and go across with a forward 4-beat walk across the logs. Make sure you clear the last log, pick up your trot. Sorry, Karen. Pick up your trot. Go straight down, pick up your right lead. And then we're going to arc the right lead and come across the diagonal. And the speeds that you choose is going to be according to you and your horse. So this is a forward moving class. You want to move forward, and on the 3/4 mark, you're going to pick up your extended trot, arc around the corner. And again, it says you may slow down to the trot, or if you have enough between you and your horse, you decide whether you need to slow down or not and pick up your left lead. And you're going to go to the 3/4 point or past center, change leads. And then you're going to pick up your extended lope before you arc around, come around to around the middle point. There's no set area or specification on that. And you may slow down, or you could go right into your trot. And you're going to trot around the corner. And a little closer to here, Matt, right there, break to your extended walk. And then we're going to back and go right into our spins. Either way, again, is sufficient. It's between you and your horse. You decide. You want to go left first, that's fine. That's good. Thank you, Matt. Do we have any questions on this pattern? How about a round of applause for Matt? Any questions on the pattern? Good question. They'd like to know the difference between the simple lead change and a flying lead change. Yes, yeah, gotcha. So you can do either or. It says change leads. You don't have to do a flying, because if you have a bad flying, that's not credit earning either. So if your horse is a little questionable, you can do a really good simple lead change, and that also can be plussed if it's a really good, clean, simple lead change. Again, this is a forward class ranch. They want you to show forward and show your horse to your best ability. So if your horse is a little bit more forward, or if your horse is a little bit more short or strided, it doesn't matter. You show that horse to its best ability. Did that answer a question on the lead change? Perfect. Any other questions? We got one down there. Good idea. So your horses can be either shown in a Rommel, or it can be shown in split reins. There's been some rumors about the Rommels are better. That's not necessarily. Horses, it depends on your horses. Some horses don't use the Rommels very well. And you know, we have a lot of problems that I see out there judging, and we all talk about it, but the Rommel rule is you have to have your fist closed around the Rommel and hold it. Holding it with just your fingers and fanning the Rommels actually is an OP. It is an OP. So your fingers, if you're going to show in a Rommel, it has to be closed hand on that Rommel. If it's open like this, I hope y'all can see, or just a couple fingers, it has to be a fistful in your hand. If it's like this, it is an OP. Good job, Benny. You start out an extended walk. Again, we want to see a nice flowing forward walk. Then we're going to pick up our lope. Before the arc, pick it up on this side of the arena. We're going to arc it around. In this, we want to see forward. We want to see a lope going forward, free flowing like his horse is, coming around the corner. And after your horse gets straight, we're going to go into an extended trot. And we're going to go up close to the midline. So you have a log ahead of you that you need to view where that's at. So you can go up and break to a walk and show a nice forward walk, not extended walk, but a forward walk, and stop. We're going to do a 360 either way and trot around our cow camp. And make sure you do a complete trot around the cow camp. Come here, Matt's coming around, he's going to close his circle. Now he's sufficed the circling. We're going to pick up our left lead lope, looking ahead to our log. We're going to lope over our log and then go into our extended. After your horse has cleared the log, then pick up your extended lope, come across the diagonal, collect, and here it says you must collect. So collect it to a trot. And then we're going to serpentine our logs, our stumps. And make sure you kind of come and have your horse headed towards the outgate and then stop and back. So in this pattern, coming across the diagonal, it says you must collect. So you have to collect your horse out of that extended lope and bring it down before you come into the trot. And again, come around the corner, and then we're going to pick up our lope. So make sure you get around the corner here and then get your horse headed towards that lope. We're going to do a nice forward lope. See, isn't this pleasing to the eye? You know, nice, fluent, free-flowing lope. Coming around the corner, and before the mid-side, we're going to go into an extended trot. And here I would set my eyes towards that log so I know where I'm guiding to, so I don't shortchange myself going to the log. Break to a walk. And we'd like to see you break into a 4-beat walk. Matt had a little bit of stop there, okay? So when you come from that log, go right into that walk. That's going to be an area that might cause a little difficulty. Do our spin. We're going to trot around the cow camp. Make sure you complete the circle around the cow camp and pick up our left lead. Again, here I turn my eyes and look towards the log so I can guide my horse and get my timing to the log. Lope over the log, go into the extended. As soon as your horse clears that log, I would start pushing into that extended lope. Coming across the diagonal, and that was really nice. That was a very good extended lope into a collect lope, down to a trot. And now we're going to show our serpentine. Again, this is a guiding skill. Ranch riding is a guiding your horse and being connected with your horse and guiding it around through the obstacles. Head towards the gate, stop back, and there we go. Let's give a round of applause for Matt. Any questions on the 13 and level 1 pattern? Okay, good question. She said, can we address about the breaking down from a lope to a walk where they stop and they slide and go into the walk? Matt, can you demonstrate us a couple lopes to the walk, please? Huh? Do a good one. So, preferably, a credit earning position would be loping around and coming down to an immediate 4-beat walk. And I would like to see that just a hair more. For me, for a plus, that horse is lope, 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 then goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and goes on. Trying to be a hot dog and slide into a stop, you might think you're cool. We don't think you're real cool. There, that one, give them applause. That was a +1 right there. +1, you agree, Karen? +1, yes. So, coming down and sliding on the ranch, you really don't want your horse to slide. So, and a lot of people think it's cool. I think it's cool too, but you know what? Sitting in the judges stand, I don't think it's that cool, I want to see a horse lope out there with cadence and rhythm and then break down into that 4-beat walk. To me, that's a +1. Any other questions? Good question. And also, guys, in the Gym Nordic arena, they're going to ask you to stay off the rail on the side of the judges. So in this arena, the judges sit on this side, but our pattern is laid out as so, like this. So the judges will be along that wall, okay? So I would stay at least 10 to 15 feet off the rail, because if the judges can't see you, they can't plus you, okay? They can't really score you. You might just get a 0 for that maneuver that's in front of them. Is that fair? So if you're off there and you want to show your horse and get those pluses, well, come 10, 15 feet off the rail and then show your horse, okay? So the judges will be on that side of the arena, okay? Any other questions? And again, you want to just show your horse at its potential and your potential, okay? Just because somebody else can out-trot you doesn't mean you got to go out there and run its legs off and try to win the Las Vegas Downs or whatever, They don't have to go like motor skills, but you want to have nice length of stride. That's exactly what ranch riding is a length of stride in the extended trot and the extended lope. So you want to extend those strides and then show the differential of coming back to a collected, either a trot or the lope or even the walk. We're incorporating now the extended walk, and it's getting to be very prevalent at all the horse shows. So you got to show your horse to its ability and your ability. And the judges are the biggest cheerleaders out there. They're cheering you on. So if you think we're just sitting up there thinking negative thoughts and who's going to buy dinner tonight, that's not usually how it works. We're focused on you and you only. You get our undivided time when you're in the arena. So now we're going to go to level 3, 13 under finals, and to level 2, 13 under finals. We're going to start at a trot. We're going to trot around the hay bales. And if it was me, I would, make sure that I was, around the hay bale and then back. And you can turn either way a 360. And then we're going to trot. And we're going to get around the corner. And right here at the arc, we're going to pick up the extended trot. Again, we're going to show the serpentine. And this is really where you can show off your guiding skills to the judges and let them know how much you and your horse are connected and how you can kind of weave those kind of like pole bending, Not that much, but pick up your lope. It's a collected lope into an extended right there. And we're going to arc around the corner. And as soon as we get around the corner and get our horse straight, we're going to collect the lope and change leads. Again, it could be a simple or a flying. We're going to come around on an arc again and break to a trot and trot around the cow camp. And I would get your horse straight here towards the out gate, stop, turn either way, 180, trot against around the log again, and we're going to come across the diagonal here, and as soon as we get towards the diagonal, we're going to go to extended walk. And you can just walk with the extended walk right out the gate. Want to do it one more time, Matt? Very good. Okay. When you're ready, Matt, I'm working you to death here tonight. Okay, pick up our trot. We're going to trot around our hay bale. We're going to get our horse parallel to the hay bale and stop and back. And remember to read the sequence of the pattern. Make sure that it's a stop, back, and then a turn. A lot of people will do these out of sequence. Pick up your trot, come around the hay bale, and we'll pick up our extended trot. Again, here's a good place where I can show some showmanship and show my horse how well he guides between my hand and between my legs. And after I cleared the last stump, I'm going to pick up my lope. As soon as I get at the arc right here, I'm going to extend my lope, come across at the arc, and we're going to collect and lead change, simple or flying. Have a nice forward lope, come around towards the cow camp, have a plan. His plan was to break, trot over. We're going to stop, 180. He chose to the right. It could be either way. We're going to trot again over the log, headed to a diagonal towards the exit gate to an extended walk. Very good. How about a round of applause for Matt? Do we have any questions on this pattern? No questions on this pattern? Okay, good question. She said, how important is it to have the correct diagonal on the extended trot? We don't have penalty points for that. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. We don't sit there and watch to see if they are. I think it looks better if you're in the correct one, but when you're doing a serpentine, you can't change all the time because to me that would not look fluent. It'd be like a stop in the motion for me because I'd be like the rider change diagonals, and to me I'd pick one and go with it. Any